All right, hello guys. Welcome to the Zero Z Run. We're going to be reviewing the previous model runs here. NAMM came in, historical blizzard. That's the newest news. It was absolutely massive, especially on the 3KM. 3KM was just disastrous, and it doesn't really show the mixing issues as much for most areas. So that's the biggest news. So if I zoom in here, you can see that. Right, GFS is going to get going just here in a second. See those pink areas? That is snow, actually. It's not a different type of precipitation. It is just the heaviest snow we'll get on this. And if you look at the sounding, it says it all. All snow by a lot. So easily all snow. Not even questionable. So it's getting kind of hairy, the whole situation. Go to RGEM. RGEM came out kind of similar to what it's been, like really warm biased. And the thing I was thinking is it's even it's kind of, east of the NAMM by a lot, and it's warmer. I don't get it. I want to see if is it stronger. It's a tad stronger, but I think maybe it just has a warm bias at this point. That's what I'm thinking, or at least hoping. So I want to see if I have a bias. I still don't have any idea. These are mostly for like just viewing the models with you guys. I will answer your questions if you like gave me an exact area, but it is tough to kind of pinpoint like what you're trying to ask me here. So we're waiting for the GFS to come out, but NAMM came out and you can see these snowfall totals. Look at that. I couldn't wait to show you guys that. Just insane snow amounts. 12 km, very similar, not as strong. And then RGEM came in. It was just strange. The precipitation is all west, low pressure system is east. Look at upper energy, but I don't have an answer for what the issue is as GFS is coming out. GFS, we obviously saw that the 18Z was very interesting. And it looks to be the same. So it doesn't look like we're going to see much of a change with the GFS. I think this is setting up to be a very interesting event. GFS and CMC aren't that important for the situation. I really should have just streamed the short range models, but we're going to go ahead and take it into consideration anyway, just because, everything deserves to be taken into consideration at the very least. I forget where you're at, man. Delaware, we will see in a minute. Based on the NAMM and what I saw earlier on the GFS, things are looking good for you. NAMM shows minimum of 4 inches anywhere, and I believe you're more in this area, so you could be looking 6 to 8 according to this run, which came in very strong. According to this, you could be looking at 2 to 3 inches, which is still good. Not as good as the 3KM, but still good nevertheless. RGEM would basically be what you would want, also 6 to 8 in that area as well. We will go back to the GFS. Okay, let's look at energy real quick. The most important thing, surprisingly. People think it tells you less, it actually tells you more, even though it likes to lie. That area is going to be interesting. We're going to have to see how everything sets up. You could be looking at some late end snow at this point. Back end. I think these amounts are taking into consideration ice and sleet and stuff, but you're going to be looking at some frozen precipitation. I don't think it'll be like last time you said you didn't receive any snow. I think you're going to be seeing snow at the very least. Perhaps a bit weaker than it was before because, you know, it was pretty strong before. Yep, not really moving. You can see again the double barrel feature. It chose this one. On the last run, it's choosing this one on this run. Doesn't make much of a difference. Just means this one's slightly stronger. This one's slightly weaker, but the positioning is the same. The L is in a completely different position though, so it would confuse you if you didn't know. Yeah, and it's kind of weird that and if we look at this, perhaps a bit weaker and same positioning though. I was trying to come up with a case for anything, but it's the same, but I could not. I wouldn't say an expectation. I'd say hope for 3 to 4. I wouldn't say expect, because at this point you can't expect anything. Like I'm not expecting 4 to 6, even though I should be. But I know that storms will screw you over, you know, every once in a while. So it's better to just not expect much and let it kind of surprise you. As you can see, very similar to 18Z, just slightly weaker. But besides that, it is the same. Sorry, I'm eating at the same time again. Probably shouldn't do that. Yeah, true. LOL, I should know. Yeah, it's one of those things, man. Us coastal people just get screwed over. So we won't see the total snowfall until hour 42. Keep that in mind, at least for my area. So 36 isn't going to show at all. My favorite model, well, you have to have a favorite long range, medium range, and short range. So short range RGEM It's my favorite model. My favorite medium range model is Euro. And then I'd say the GEFS is my favorite long range model ensemble. So there's the final. There's the final. Can't really complain. Things are looking good. I've heard Delaware gets screwed over actually from a few people. But never been able to confirm that. I've never paid enough attention. Just going to go over the hourly. Can't really get much information from that other than it might mix right away and then see it's colder and colder. 3 km. I do want to see what this says on the readings as well. Or the sounding, sorry. See, that's definitely mixed. You see where that red line? Well, yeah, we'll call it mix. Better safe than sorry. As far as disappointing yourself goes, this is probably not a mix, so that's probably switching over to snow. Probably going back to a mix, so back and forth, kind of. Back and forth. Back and forth. What hour is this? So 3Z. And that's where it's basically not a mix anymore. That's where I can confirm that it's definitely snow. Definitely snow. Definitely snow. 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 Wanting to get close, but snow. Any further west than that, and it'd be getting too close for comfort. But yeah, this curve right here is what you want to watch. You don't want that to cross this dashed line. Now see, yeah, I forgot you can't look at that. It's not a thing. Oh, RGEM. Got me so worried. This is what I don't get. Like, it doesn't make any sense to me, at least. How the low pressure system can be that much closer. Yeah, it's that much warmer, right? I guess. Like, maybe the HD, because if you look at this NAM, it's pretty similar. But when you get into high definition, that's when it shows you. But still, you can see how much further west this is than that way over here, but it's warmer. So if anybody has that answer, So, Delaware. Okay, I'll go based on this. Basically, like middle of the night, you're going to be asleep. It's yeah. Then precip will be ending in the evening or afternoon the next day, probably 3 p.m. Turning into some snow showers, possibly still lingering, but that's when your snow will end. So yeah. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. We missed the whole thing. Of course, it's hugging what the because this would, yep, that would already be snow. So it's hugging what the RGEM said basically. It's just a low resolution version of the RGEM. I'm going to be at work tomorrow, so I'm not going to be able to actually view the anything. I'm not going to be able to view anything basically. But so I'm just going to have to, I hate when I have something on my mind and I have to work. It's crazy. So it's going to be, I'm going to be stressing, trying to pay attention to work. So this is a big hop west from 12Z though. So it goes less of a double barrel into more of like this held together storm. It's kind of where the GFS has this low pressure system, except it doesn't have the double barrel storm also over here. It has it all pulled in right here, which I think would keep things warmer, which could explain all this. Oh yeah, that's probably it. This has the double barrel, so it spreads it out, and if it's all held together, then it's going to let warm air in, I guess. I guess. That would make some sense, I guess. Just trying to make some sense of it, guys. I could dig this. I could definitely dig this. Well, it's not out. It was out on the whole United States map, but not this one, so how annoying. I'm gonna end this one soon, and this might actually be my last stream, guys. Sorry to tell you for this storm because I'm gonna be working during 12Z tomorrow, and yeah, so and 18Z it's already gonna be snowing, so it's gonna be, you know, too late. So, and we're streaming for me, but it's been nice streaming with you guys and like watching the model runs and stuff. It's been fun. This looks really good for Delaware, by the way. I know we're trying to have a moment here, but had to add that. If we look at it from, yeah, that's a trend west. I'm kind of scared it's going to try to keep trending. That actually terrifies me. It always does. But hopefully for me, it doesn't go any more west than that. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. Again, it's been nice streaming with you guys. And for you guys that view after, I appreciate you guys too. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. If another storm's going to hit like in a month or two or something, you better bet I'm going to be doing this again. So anyway, see you guys later. Bye now.